Oh, you're rolling?
Yeah, that's why I said we're rolling.
You're recording?
Yep, we are.
Okay. Sorry, I'm already laughing. Welcome to the Movie Night Podcast, where we are two idiots that just like to talk about movies. My name is Wes, and JaCoby is with me again this week. JaCoby does look a little darker this week. I don't know if he was out in the sun a lot or what was...
Yeah, I've been working out outside a lot. Yeah.
So, good for him. He's making strides in his
fitness
health
journey.
Yeah, his fitness journey. Yeah. Just a little recap from last week's episode. We did talk about summer movies. JaCoby mentioned how High School Musical 3 was a great summer movie, even though that movie doesn't take place in the summer.
I still think it's a great
We also talked about Deadpool and Wolverine and how it could potentially save the MCU. Fingers crossed. Also, just a little more information on our movie, Happy Halloween, that we are making. Filming will begin shortly, and it'll be out this October. It is basically our version of the original Halloween, but set in modern times. Yeah, lost my train of thought.
Nice.
Damn it, I was doing good, wasn't I, Mike?
You went a minute 15 without an interruption.
I know, fuck.
Not
All right.
bad, man.
So there is a brand new Godzilla movie that just came out that I would love to talk about. It is called Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. I loved it. Just to start off with it, I do think it could no, it definitely is the best MonsterVerse movie.
I agree
that we've gotten.
Mm-hmm.
I just love, I don't know, the battles of it, everything, the monsters, how Kong is with Zuko, how Godzilla's like, you know what, fuck everybody, I'm gonna go supercharged and go Super Saiyan to destroy everybody. I fucking love it.
I like that Legendary definitely knows their audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like people like seeing the monsters fight.
Yes.
So this movie, they focused on having the monsters fight.
Yes.
They didn't really care about any of the human drama. That wasn't super important. The humans have never really been Legendary Pictures' strong suit.
Yeah.
But I like the actors. They all do a good job. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they all have fun. They're all hamming it up for the CGI monster fights.
Yeah.
So it's always enjoyable. This has probably been my most enjoyable of the MonsterVerse, at least going to see them in theaters. Has definitely been my favorite.
And I think even the human storyline in this movie was good and how they did it. Like you said, they didn't spend too much time on it and gave the monsters their time to shine and just be badass, which is what I want. I just want to see Godzilla and Kong fight a bunch of motherfuckers. That's all I want to see.
I didn't enjoy it as much personally. I feel like the one girl who happened to survive the attack on Skull Island happened to be the one that would save the whole world and reawaken Mothra, which is the only way that they would have been able to defeat Scar King and the other monster, which is still kind of a spoiler. But I didn't really enjoy that personally. It kind of took out a little the immersion for me, but I still enjoyed it. I feel like it was, let's just see the monsters fight. I don't really care.
No. Yeah, because I was wondering how they were going to bring Mothra back. Then they did that whole storyline with, I don't even remember her name.
Me neither. I'm not going to lie.
The girl from the Iwi tribe or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, she's a savior? Like, I think it's way out of left field that they kind of just threw it in there. But it is what it is. Oh, also, the shot in there with the car? After she picks her up from school?
Yes.
You can't tell me that is not product placement.
No, it was 100%.
That was such an ad.
Yeah, that's
I sat there and I looked at my mom and went, that's an ad.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Yeah. I don't mind. You get your bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Like, they it's so noticeable. It's not even like a little like shot of it. It's like just a wide open, like, here, look at this car. Come by it.
It kind of gives off classic 90s product placement vibes, which I like. Yeah. I also like the whole... Some people didn't really understand the whole Mothra, like there being a second one, but that was a very big part of like the older Godzilla movies. Yeah. That Mothra like always laid 2 larvae or 1 or 2, and then they were always coming back at the end. So it's a nice callback to the classic like Godzilla lore. Mm-hmm. So it was nice to see that.
It is. Talking about Godzilla lore, JaCoby knows a bit more about Godzilla lore with like Toho and all that than I do. So, JaCoby, please give us a little bit of Godzilla lore.
All right. So I've been researching a little bit here and there. after I watched -1 in theaters, which by the way, y'all definitely should have
I know.
seen it. It was so good.
I know. I gotta go.
Being
see it.
like a big anime guy,
Yeah.
it's always been my thing. It's like really interesting watching Japanese movies in American theaters because the only people who you really see go are people who are just big fans of like that culture and the way that they make their movies. So watching that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Getting to see all the callbacks to the original lore, like hearing the original score.
Yeah.
They used the original war
They did?
from 1954.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I watched. That was part of a video that I watched. I had like went back and noticed it, and I was like, "Dang, that's actually really smart."
I mean, I wish I would have saw it in theaters, but it's about to be on Amazon Prime, so I could watch it there.
I'm rewatching it again.
This also reminds me of a funny story. Sorry to cut you off.
Nah, you're good.
Me and my mom went to see a movie this past week, and it was one of those special unseen screenings where you don't know what the movie is. We got in there and we're like, all right, cool. First thing we walk in, it's just a bunch of elderly people. And I'm like, all right.
That's crazy.
I think the retirement home's having a field trip. I don't really know what's going on. So we're sitting there, and then it pops up Sony Pictures. I'm like, okay, cool, Sony movie. Then it popped up Crunchyroll, and I went,
Damn.
okay. And then it said Toho, and I went, okay. And then it popped up Spy Family, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. For a little background, he is not.
Yeah.
He's not an anime guy at all. He's not really a fan.
But I gave it a chance. What really threw me off is it introduced the husband who was a spy, and then the wife who's an assassin, and then the daughter who can read their minds, and then the dog comes in and he can see the future. And I looked at my mom and I went, "Can we go? I don't. This doesn't. No." And then we left, and then a bunch of the elderly people left too. So it was no. Sorry to all the anime lovers who are watching. I can't do it. I'm
That's
sorry.
fair. I feel like part of seeing anime movies in theaters is watching the series, so that you at least have like a baseline of how. Because I feel like that's one of the things that a lot of people don't get.
Yeah.
Like
I told my mom if it was like an anime that I've heard of or know a little bit of, I would have stayed and watched it. But I had never heard of Spy Family, so I was just like, I'm not.
Yeah, it's relatively new, so that's why.
Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Nah, you're good. You're
Godzilla,
good.
JaCoby.
Yeah. I mean, there's been almost 40 Godzilla movies that have come out over the last, almost 80 years now. Well, it's just under 80 years. I think it's like 70 something. I don't remember.
I think so.
I think it's 70 this year. It's like 54, 20. Yeah, it's like 70 years this year.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So it was super cool to see, especially in a modern Godzilla flick. Seeing all those classic callbacks, and I really enjoyed the fact that they kind of made Godzilla more of like a malevolent character in this, because Legendary didn't make him malevolent per se. I would say more he's like a force of nature in that like series. He's kind of just a guy who comes up when you're fucking off, and like he's the one to correct all the people who are stepping out of line. And I find that, while I find that really interesting, I prefer him being more like his original roots, where he's, you know, he was created by the atomic devastation, and he's like a metaphor for that. And that really, it was interesting to see in this movie as well.
Yeah.
So you definitely have to see it, and then you guys definitely have to watch it. It's streaming on Amazon, hopefully soon.
I think
in
said
the
like
next couple months.
May 10th, I think.
Ooh, that's gonna be sick.
I think so. I'm gonna watch it. I hope they have the different versions though, like the black and white version and all that on there. They probably won't, because why would they? So that's gonna be unfortunate. But if they have a Blu-ray box,
I wonder if they're
DVD
working
set,
on
I'll
a
have to
dub
buy it.
for it. That would be interesting to see if like an American dub over the Japanese.
See, but like that's my thing too. Like with the original Godzilla films or the Toho ones, I always like to watch them with the Japanese language, just because that's how it's meant to be seen. I can read some subtitles that don't bother me none. So
type shit.
I'd much rather do that.
Yeah. I enjoyed another one of the movies. I mean, this is a little older, like 2016, but Shin Godzilla was also really good. This gave me very much Shin Godzilla vibes, just because they kind of wanted to go back to the roots, spin a new story, but also like have those classic callbacks in it. And I watched that one in all English. I couldn't find a Japanese version that wasn't like on a streaming service, unfortunately. So I'm definitely have to go back and watch that in Japanese, because I feel like a lot more of the emotion is coming out through those performances. But
and -1 won a fucking Oscar.
Oh yeah,
and that was like what, the first Godzilla film to do that?
Yeah, ever.
So that speaks volumes. to this film, especially with the visual effects, because that's what they won for, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like a big part of that movie, like blowing up and becoming as viral as it was, is that the budget was super small for what they were able to achieve.
Just gonna ask you what the budget was.
15 million, if I'm not mistaken. It was like super compared to most like bigger budget movies. I mean, Godzilla x Kong was what, 200, 300 million.
Oh yeah,
they definitely made their money back, so it's a testament to how good.
Between 10 million and 15 million.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And the fact that they won an Oscar for best visual effects, is it? Just double check that, because I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it just goes to show the ingenuity of
yes, best visual
the cast
effects.
and the crew that they were working on, that the love that they put into the film. I always really appreciate when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, they had a $10 to $15 million budget, and they made over $115 million worldwide at the box office.
Nice.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I feel bad for my girlfriend though. I kind of dragged her to see it, and I didn't tell her that. It was in Japanese.
Oh well, I didn't have a girlfriend at the time, so if I did, I would have done the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was depressed and lonely at the time, but I'm not anymore, so we're good.
That's a fucking lie.
Oh, she's gonna watch this and yell at me.
She's gonna be pissed.
This might be my last episode, guys.
We're gonna be burying you next, bro.
Oh, sweet Jesus. So, another thing I really want to talk about is if what Godzilla x Kong did, if it warrants a sequel, which they made money off of it, they made back what they made, or what they spent to make the movie. So it obviously is going to get a budget, but I'm more curious as where you think they're going to take it. Do you think it's going to be more like, because Godzilla x Kong was more a Kong story, and Godzilla was in it, not that much, but he was in it. What I'm hoping for and what I think it's going to be is this going to be, this time around, more of a Godzilla film. And Kong might show up and be in it a little bit, which I'm hoping for, because I just want to see the big man go crazy. Like, he doesn't need Kong's help. I don't think Kong really needs Godzilla's help either now, going forward. But I think if they do what's the one? Is it Destroya? Was that
Destroya?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different
ones they haven't done.
Yeah.
But I would love to see a Godzilla, not another solo one, but it's him mainly, and it could be against Destroya. It could be against Mecha Ghidorah or whatever, because I've heard that's a thing apparently happening. I don't know.
Toho's got a wide catalog of monsters. There's characters that are super popular in the fandom that haven't even come out around yet, like Anguirus, Jet Jaguar.
What's the metal man's name?
Jet Jaguar.
Oh, Jet Jaguar. Okay. All right. See, I don't really know.
I actually found out some interesting lore about that character when I was researching for this episode. I found out that they had a contest between, I think, middle school, elementary schools for kids to design a character that would go in the next Godzilla movie, and Jet Jaguar was a winner. So that's why it's got a goofy ass name compared to all the other monsters.
I think that's a dope
No, he's
name.
cool though. I think he's dope.
I really just want to see Godzilla do the dropkick.
That shit would be
I just want to see him do the dropkick from what's that movie? Which one is it?
I don't remember which one it is,
either.
but I know Jet Jaguar's in it.
Yeah, I want to see them do a combo drop kick at the same time.
That would be absolutely
that'd be
insane.
here. And I also want to see Son of Godzilla. I do, because we got Zuko with Kong. You can give Godzilla a son, and then maybe when Kong or Godzilla dies, and they take up the mantle. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
During my research, I didn't really find Manila, which is the name of his son.
Yeah.
I didn't really find him super interesting. There was a couple times where Godzilla died, and then Manila took over the mantle, and then he became the new Godzilla.
Anyways, Mike's gonna be mad at me for this because he specifically asked me to watch Invincible. I was a little busy, didn't get to it.
He's got no excuse. He wasn't doing shit.
Sorry, I didn't get to watch it, but Kobe watched it.
Yeah, I binged it. Literally, I double checked the text. Mike texted me on Thursday saying, "Hey, could you watch season 2 for the episode?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I finished it by the end of Thursday. I had it done by like early Friday morning. Like I was like 3 a.m. I was laying in bed watching episode 8, and I was like, damn.
Yeah. I didn't watch any of it. I've seen clips. I've used Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat too, so like I don't know if that counts. Probably not.
It doesn't.
But we did want to talk a little bit about Invincible and how great the show is and the impact it's having on the animation side of television and movies or whatever. But because I didn't watch it, JaCoby's going to take over this, and I'm going to sit here and look pretty. So
yeah, you don't really have to try hard at that, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Don't give me that look. It was funny, okay? But yeah, Invincible season 2. I'm gonna be honest. I knew about the whole drama between the first half of the season and the second half of the season. That's part of the reason that I didn't start watching it, because I just didn't really want to deal with that, the weight. I watched Invincible season 1 when it came out. I had read a little bit of the comics when I was in middle school, high school, so I had like a baseline knowledge of who Invincible was, who his dad was, like the general story. But the show was basically my first real introduction to the story and the plot at all. So watching it was really interesting. One of my main complaints was that I felt like the animation was a little blocky. Like it didn't move as smoothly as how much it was a super well-funded project. So I thought it was going to be animated a little better. But there was definitely parts that were good, and there was parts that I didn't enjoy. But overall, I think the story was good. The voice acting is fucking incredible. They had a complete AAA cast.
Yeah. I mean, because J.K. Simmons was Omni-Man. Or is.
Steven Yeun is Invincible.
Loves
some of the people that they brought in for season 2, I don't have a list in front of me. But some of the people that they brought in to voice characters in season 2 has been absolutely crazy. I catch myself like watching the episode and being like, hey, I know that guy. And then I think of him from whatever other thing that I see him in. Like,
didn't you say
Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, is a character in season 2.
Autobots.
I thought that was crazy.
Roll out. Sorry, I had to. Mark Hamill is in it.
Wait, really? Who does he play?
Art Rosebaum.
Oh yeah. He plays he's also in season 1. He's the costume maker.
Oh, Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he's Alan, the alien, who's probably my favorite character in the show, other than
Lauren
Mark.
Cohen.
Yes. A very big part that I enjoyed about Invincible, and something that I had been seeing on TikTok, other than all the AAA voice cast and everything, is them bringing in the multiverse. That was a really big part of it. Literally the first episode of season 1. It's not really a spoiler if you watch the first 5 minutes of the show, but Omni-Man and Invincible are around killing everybody. And I went into it after not watching season 1 since it came out, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then there's a green portal, and then I'm like, it's a multiverse story. And I personally, the whole reason I dropped watching the MCU was because of all the multiverse stories. I didn't find it that interesting. I felt the way that they did it was not very inventive or creative, and they were just kind of using it as a cash grab. So I've kind of been turned off to multiverse stories since then. But the way that they do it in Invincible is super nice and super smart. They only have one character who's able to actually do anything as far as the multiverse is concerned. So it limits it severely, which I like. I like that it's really just one guy who's the crux of all that. Yeah. And he's like the B plot in the whole series, which I like as well. I like that they focus on Mark as well as they were doing in the first season. They just kind of focus on his transition from high school to being a college student while still grappling with everything that happened in season 1, his guilt that he feels about the whole fight with his dad, and the ramifications of that coming throughout the show. It's still definitely as gory as season 1. I gotta say, watching MFers get ripped in half and blown up and shot is like, they definitely know where to put it.
Yeah, who doesn't want to see that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike, don't give me that look. Anyways, I did see too that season 3's voice work is already done. Ooh, I don't know if they had the animation done or anything like that. And they also, Amazon greenlit seasons 4 and 5.
Yeah, so I heard about that. It was leaked by the people who are making the game, which they're making a game too, which is super sick. I saw that. I think one of you guys sent that on Twitter or in our little group chat. talking about how
It was-
Skybound is made. It's like a leak,
Yeah.
not totally
it
confirmed, so
definitely-
take this with a grain of salt.
Mike definitely didn't send it. Mike, yeah.
I don't remember. I think it was either you or... But yeah, it was super... I mean, the whole series... It was paced really well. I like that it was not super quick. It did jump a couple of places. There was a couple of episodes that kind of took me out of the flow because it would start with some like random people, and then it would transition into like a fight between some of the main cast. And I like that because after taking me out of the immersion, it kind of brought me back with just people who are in the world, like just like throwaway characters. I enjoy that personally. And then leading up to the finale, holy shit! I gotta say that it brought me to tears. I was sitting there, tearing up a little bit. I think Steven Yeun is doing a fantastic job. His voice acting range is incredible. Like the emotions that he was displaying, the fear, the grief, like the rationalizing what he was doing and what he did. That was very interesting to me. I felt that on a very, very deep level.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it.
Definitely, yeah.
I was a little busy this week, but I'll definitely watch it, Mike. So don't get too mad at me.
He's not the one that you have to be worried about getting mad at. It was me.
Oh,
You told me you would watch it. You said you would do it for me.
yeah, I know. It's a
You
little
just
busy.
lied to me.
It wasn't a lie. It was more like a
It-
fib.
You lied to me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No. Please. Oh, Kroger fell.
No, my boy. But yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna pick up some of the comics because I've been seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok as far as what's to come and like some of the characters that they're gonna introduce in season 3 and going forward. And I'm really excited. Fan castings for certain characters have got me really hyped up. I think it's gonna be really cool to see who they actually choose, considering how high tier the cast is already. It'll be really cool to see who they decide for certain characters, which I won't say anything, but it's going to be super, super sweet.
I'm gonna watch the entire first season tonight.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
You're going to have that much time?
Yeah.
They're like hour episodes.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll get it. We'll get her done, right, Mike? Yeah. But speaking of Amazon, one of their biggest competitors in the streaming service created some headlines this week, and that is Disney Plus, who announced that they are going to start doing channels, kind of like how Hulu has Hulu Live TV, and they have all those channels on there. But there's a quote that they released, and I'll read it off real quick. The channels, which are reportedly similar to those on free ad-supported streaming services like Pluto or Tubi, could take away the choice when it comes to picking out what to watch next. In addition to Star Wars and Marvel series, Disney's lineup of channels could feature stations that continuously stream Disney's classic animated films or movies from Pixar. The information reports, even though viewers would need a Disney Plus subscription to tune into the channels, they would likely still contain ads, just like regular cable would. Now, is this good or bad? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I do personally have Hulu Live TV, and it's fine to me. It doesn't bother me.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't used live TV since like Netflix became a thing. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I have Hulu Live TV. I still don't really use it except for like Monday night and Friday night for SmackDown and Raw. Everything else, I'm using Disney Plus or Netflix or Amazon or some streaming service I'm using to watch movies or TV shows.
The convenience of streaming services makes it really easy to just go to one place and pick out a show. I don't like, this is kind of a personal gripe, but I don't like that all these services that had not had ads for years and years are starting to. I get why, because certain services don't make back as much money as they put into their services, for lack of a better term. So it makes sense. It's still frustrating, but it is what it is. I get it. I still get access to my entertainment for a relatively low fee. So it's no skin off my back.
You just have to sit there and watch ads. Like I was watching the 2018 Halloween yesterday on Hulu, and it was a good part, you know. It was towards the end when him and Lori are about to fight, and it just cut to an ad, and I went, motherfucker. Like, it's annoying, but I also understand why they do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will be a good or bad change for Disney Plus. It could be great, but it also could be terrible, and they lose a lot of subscribers to Amazon or to Hulu. I don't know. It depends. I'm sure they're going to raise prices for this as well if they're adding channels, right? Because I think when Disney Plus first started, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was like $7.99.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and now it's like, oh god.
I think it's still the same because I just like resubscribed because
I'm gonna look it up real
because I
quick.
restarted my Star Wars hyperfixation. So I've been watching. I watched Rogue One last night, and then I've been watching. I'm a little overdue, but I've been watching Andor because I like that whole spy thriller vibe.
I haven't watched it yet. Is it good?
It's good so far.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched like the first 2 episodes like a year ago and then just never picked it back up. So I just started from there and I was like, dang, this is still really nice.
I know, I never watched it. The last Star Wars thing I watched was the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka.
I haven't watched that either.
Anything, which I heard is good.
I've been watching it vicariously through TikTok, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, me either.
Which is to say, I have not been watching it at all.
Oh, I guess it is. Oh, so it's still with ads. Basic Disney Plus is still $7.99 a month. Premium Disney Plus with no ads is $13.99 a month, or you can do $140 a year. And I know like Hulu has that package you can do with Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus, and you get like a deal or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, if Disney Plus is adding channels, and this is something we have to wait and see if they announce if it's going to be strictly just them continuously streaming Disney movies and Disney shows, or if it's going to be like an actual, like how Hulu Live is, and there's ABC and NBC and Fox Sports or Fox News and all these other different channels that are streaming different types of entertainment or whatever on there. Because if it is just Disney movies and shows and stuff like that, I think it will be good. To be honest, because it's not like a complete rehaul and it being like Hulu Live TV. It'll be just Disney stuff 24/7. Even though you already have that and you can just go in there and watch a movie whenever you want, but there might be something you're on there and it just pops up and you're like, oh, hey, I forgot this movie was even a thing, or whatever the case may be. But I do think it'll be a good thing if it's that way. If it's different where they have all the other different channels and like ABC, NBC, all those other ones, I think it might be a little worse for wear just because Hulu already has that, and Hulu is very popular for people who want that, and it's just, I don't know. I don't even hear about DirecTV anymore.
Honestly, I don't.
Or Xfinity or any of the other cable.
The only thing I know Xfinity for is their really shitty Wi-Fi services.
Yep. Wi-Fi is absolutely terrible.
Garbage, dude.
So bad.
Garbage, man.
That's why I switched to AT&T.
I know, we had it for like a month, and it was not the move. It was like our transition between AT&T and I think T-Mobile we're on right now.
Okay.
At least my family is.
T-Mobile has good Wi-Fi.
Hey, shout out T-Mobile for real.
I mean,
if we could get a sponsor, that would be sick.
Well,
not
like,
gonna lie.
Well,
shout out my big bro. You know, he'd be working at the store and shit.
No, like that's all good and well and stuff, but like I rock with AT&T.
No, I did for a while.
But like, so like T-Mobile.
Both of y'all can hit us up. We'll see. Like we could have like exclusive rights between the two of us.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll get a big AT&T
sign, T-Mobile right
on some
there.
parental custody shit.
Yeah.
Hey, if they want, we could do a live stream and roll rock, paper, scissors for who actually gets the sponsors, bro. I guarantee you it'll be a good deal. We'll get the word out, man. We'll spread the good word.
Drop you off at the gas station for the other parent.
Over in the McDonald's parking lot too.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all went to McDonald's? That's crazy. You know, personally, I'm glad my favorite streaming service is still up there. You know, they're still doing it. Shout out HBO Max for real. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. It's the way
That was so fucking ass,
Dude,
bro.
that was awesome.
That was fucking nuts. Hey, HBO Max always holding it down for real.
No, for real. I mean, they really be holding it down. Like Peacemaker, bro, that show is so good. Like John Cena. I mean, you can't see him half the time in the show, but oh my god.
I just see that metal mask on, you know what I'm saying? He out here like MF Doom.
Oh no, but for real, Peacemaker is a W show. It's absolutely hilarious. What do you? What?
Season 2, dumbass.
Oh, thought you were saying peace for a
I don't
second.
know. Bro was saying peace. I looked. I didn't even see him. I just looked at you. You went. What the fuck was that? Head ass, bro. I don't want to see that shit.
Oh my
again.
god,
that was fucking nuts.
yeah,
So,
season.
what's up, brother?
What's up, brother? Shout out
Peacemaker
Sketch for real.
season 2.
Peacemaker season 2, currently filming. Yeah, real quick though, but season 1 of Peacemaker, great show. I can't remember his name. The guy who plays the vigilante is probably one of my favorite characters in that show. It's absolutely hilarious.
Literally me for real.
Yeah. The highlight of season 1 for me is the season finale when.
Don't spoil anything because I still have yet to watch it.
Hey, JaCoby, just walk out real quick while he gets about Peacemaker, bro.
I'm gonna just let me.
All right. The best part about season 1 for me was at the end, after the big finale, the big fight or whatever, and Peacemaker's walking out carrying, I believe it was Vigilante he was carrying, and the Justice League shows up. And they show Superman, like the silhouette of him, the silhouette of Batman, and the silhouette of Wonder Woman, but they only show the faces of Aquaman and the Flash. And Peacemaker's walking, and he goes, I think he said, "Too late, fuckers," or whatever, or something about Aquaman fucking fish. And Barry just looks at him, and Aquaman goes, "If you repeat that to anyone, I will kill you." And then it just ends, and I love it, and I'm here for it. Okay, JaCoby. Bro's not there.
Oh yeah, I've been wandering.
Bro wandered off.
I was just kind of walking around the basement looking at shit. Not great.
No, but season 2, I'm very excited for. I'm here for it all. James Gunn is doing some great things over there with DC, especially with Superman, and that entire cast for that movie is phenomenal. But Peacemaker with John Cena back being his typical comedic, stupid self.
That's crazy.
I'm here for it all. I don't really know much about season 2 and what they're planning. I just know they're filming, and they just started filming. But I'm here for it all. I do think that's the one thing that is keeping the DCU relevant right now is Peacemaker and James Gunn's Superman, and I'm here for it all.
I'm excited to see stuff actually start coming out with people at the head who are actually passionate about the projects and not just doing MCU Part 2 in a different universe.
Josh Whedon, I hate you. With a
Isn't it
passion.
Joss Whedon?
I don't care. I really don't. If you're
motherfucker
watching
said
this, if you ever watch
Josh Whedon.
Josh, I'm gonna call you Josh because I'm not saying your real name. If you're watching this and you see this,
Personal attack.
I want you to know what you did to the Justice League movie. I hate you with every fiber in my being. Okay? All right. Continue, JaCoby. Sorry.
My fault. I don't even.
I'm sorry. I got a little heated right there.
Yeah, that's okay.
I apologize to you.
This is a safe space.
not
We're
to
allowed
Whedon
vent.
or whatever his name is. I meant everything.
Josh Whedon.
Whedon. I don't know what I really don't understand his name. Anyways. But season 2 for Peacemaker is potentially won't premiere until 2025 or later, depending on reshoots and editing and all that, like all that good fun stuff. I'm trying to see exactly what season 2 is going to be about. I know there hasn't been a lot leaked about it, which is good. I don't really need to know until they drop a trailer or some official stuff. All I do know for a fact is that Peacemaker, John Cena's Peacemaker, is apparently not part of the DCU, the new thing that James Gunn is doing over there.
So it's like an Elseworld story.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, just kind of how Matt Reeves' The Batman is an
Just about
Elseworld
to say
story.
that, yeah.
So I think it's cool. I think I'm here for it. I'm sure down the line when they do some sort of multiverse story, they'll all come popping in and everything like that. And also with the spin-off off of Peacemaker is they're doing an Amanda Waller show with Viola. Yep. Viola. Is that how you say it? Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
As Amanda Waller, which she is my favorite person who's played Amanda Waller.
Bro.
Y'all can't be doing that to me. Anyways.
He spiked the fuck out of the camera for no reason. He said,
Just get up and drop kick it.
just bum rushes the fuck out of the camera.
The crash shot was crazy.
Yeah, right.
Just
Gets possessed by the soul of vigilante and starts beating the shit out of something. I really need to watch Peacemaker, dude.
No, you do, because it is so good. It is really good. It's highly recommend. Everybody should watch it.
Except for kids under the age of 13. There's a content warning on that. So
Yes, unless you have irresponsible parents who let you watch that. Then go crazy. Okay. So in other news, some news got announced earlier this week for Sonic 3. And that news is that Keanu Reeves has been casted as Shadow.
I'm so excited for that.
So I just want to take a minute and discuss how fucking cool that is. Because we literally have John Wick playing Shadow.
I just love how Keanu is just doing whatever.
I know.
He just does what he wants.
I know.
I love that.
Like, think about it. I don't know who voices Sonic in these movies. I'm going to be so honest with you. But he's great. And I don't know if Knuckles is showing up in this. I hope
He should,
does.
because he's getting his own show.
Yeah,
So he'll
which
definitely make an appearance.
I do want to see that show. It looks pretty good. But we're literally going to have Idris Elba and Keanu Reeves fighting.
It's going to be badass.
And I'm here for it all. It's literally... He played Shere Khan in The Jungle Book. We have Shere Khan and John Wick fighting each other.
That's oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of nuts.
And I'm here for it all.
As a
Right,
person... he said, shut the fuck up.
No, but I think it's really cool. I think Keanu's going to do a great job at that. I don't really know the plot line for this new Sonic movie. I'm going to be honest. I don't really know much.
I haven't watched any of
About
them.
Sonic?
The only thing I know about Sonic is like when they first dropped the trailer and he looked fucking hideous.
Oh my
so
God.
they actually like
Yeah.
reanimated the whole thing.
Dude, he looks so
That shit
bad.
was crazy.
You know what we're going to do? I'm going to have Mike, when he's editing this, throw in a picture of that terrible looking Sonic.
just
just
put-
so you guys can...
Put the bad one above his head and put the good one above mine.
Yeah, just so you can see what we're talking about and remember with us, because that was a terrible time in entertainment.
It was a great time actually because it proved that with
Yeah.
enough bitching, that you
With
can
enough
get
bitching, you
something
can
done.
change the higher ups in Hollywood to
That's my
change
girlfriend's
something.
motto.
Oh my! You gotta put that in with captions, bro. You gotta put that shit in, dude. You please put that shit in, dog. You gotta put that fucking shit in.
So, in other words, what Mike just said is this is his last day as producer. So, if anybody's looking to be a producer, please comment down below.
Comment
that'd
or
be great.
DM us.
Yeah, DM us or comment would be great. Because Mike just signed his life away.
He just signed his death warrant.
His death warrant has been issued. But yeah, I don't really know Shadow. I don't really know the character. I don't really know much about him.
He's just an edgy Sonic, to be honest.
he's like the goth Sonic, basically.
Yeah,
right?
he's like the.
It's like Eli.
I was thinking of something else.
Oh, sorry.
Eli's not even emo. Anyways,
I mean, yeah,
he's
he's
like, for all my Dragon Ball fans out there, he's like the Vegeta to Sonic's Goku. Hey, R.I.P. Akira Toriyama, by the way. Loss of a legend. I know y'all don't know him, but
I don't know him, but R.I.P.
He's the creator of Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
That hit home. I'm not gonna lie.
R.I.P. to that boy. Mike, why are you laughing?
That shit was fucking
There's
funny.
nothing to be funny about right now. Fuck, Mike.
Where's it going to a funeral and be like, R.I.P. that boy.
Okay, I wasn't trying to be an asshole with that statement. Yeah. Okay, R.I.P. I'm just looking up some Sonic shit real quick, just because I'm a little curious.
Yeah, I didn't really grow up with Sonic games. I played a few Sonic games when I was a kid, but I never really got too deep into the lore. But I am a huge Keanu Reeves fan. I have a John Wick quote tattooed on my thigh, so I'm a very big fan of his character in those, and then I'm a fan of his character in other works as well. I haven't seen The Matrix. I do need to watch The Matrix.
Great films. Another thing I saw about Sonic is apparently, I don't know if Jim Carrey's coming back to play Dr. Eggman or whatever, but apparently the look of Dr. Eggman is supposed to be more accurate to how he looked in the games. More old-timey mustache and more like Mike. So
that's fucking crazy.
That was for Kalen. I had to get you back for what you said earlier.
Ball-headed ass.
No, but I'm excited for it. I saw the first two with Jackson, my little brother, because he loves Sonic. So I will go see the new one, and we'll talk about it here soon once it comes out. But what I'm excited for really is just to see Keanu Reeves and Shadow and how they do it, really. Even though I don't really know much, but I'm still excited to see how they do it.
He's basically just stoic one-liner Sonic. So
yeah. You know what I would really like to see, and this probably won't happen? I would like to see Shadow ride a motorcycle.
I think it's possible.
It's very possible. It's just a Keanu thing. I feel like if I was him, I'd walk and be like, he needs to ride a motorcycle.
Or drive like an old Mustang.
Jump out with a suit on.
Y'all know he's got super speed, right?
And
so? Why can't the motorcycle go super speed too, Michael?
That's not how physics work. I know. I mean, not that they obey the laws of physics.
I mean, right.
Whatever.
He's literally a hedgehog that can run faster than the Flash, so...
It would be interesting to see who they pull from the Sonic lore now that they're, Shadow's not really a deep dive, but it would be interesting to see Silver, because like I was talking about Dragon Ball. Silver's basically a parallel to Trunks from Dragon Ball. It's like a future character who comes back in time to warn about the apocalypse and prevent it.
I do want to see more of Tails. I guess Grogu doesn't want to see anything about Tails.
Grogu does not want to see any more of Tails.
But I do want to see more about Tails. I really like Tails in Sonic 2 and how they did him and everything.
You know who voiced him?
No, I actually was going to look that up and I forgot, so thank you for reminding me. I feel like he was underused in Sonic 2, so I feel like he could be more involved,
have a more prominent role.
And
I hope they go the legendary route and just focus on like the CGI characters and like the people who are the main focus of the story as opposed to the humans, because I know humans do play a pretty decent role in most of the Sonic media, but not as much as the characters do, obviously.
Right. Sorry, I'm trying to find the cast. This thing's not... Technical difficulties here. I'm doing Mike's job essentially as he's looking it
It's not
up.
my fault. You did not research the episode.
You know what?
Motherfucker finna call out shots from behind the desk.
Right.
Talk about Shadow.
It was a girl. It was a girl.
Who?
Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
Shaughnessy?
Sean, I don't know how to...
Shaughnessy?
I'm not good with names, so...
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, she did a great job as Tails, so I would like to see more of that definitely going forward. I hope they do that.
Do you want to see more of Shamar Moore in Sonic 3?
Who the fuck is that?
Bro.
I didn't watch the movies,
No,
nigga.
you don't know who Shamar Moore is?
No.
Brother.
If I saw a picture of the motherfucker, I'd know who it is. But personally, I don't know who that is. Damn, bro, kind of fine.
No, come on. He was
I know who that is.
Criminal
yeah.
Minds.
Yeah.
He was in Sonic 2?
Who was he?
Didn't watch it.
He wasn't paying too much attention.
What did he pay or play?
What
Jesus.
did he pay? What did he get paid?
Oh, sorry. I could be a little slow sometimes. I played football. I got a lot of concussions that I've had, so brain moves a little slow sometimes. So I apologize for that. So thank you guys for watching today. That's our episode. Hello.
Hey, bro.
What's up?
What time are we shooting the podcast today?
3. Yeah, we're gonna do it around 3 o'clock.
All right, bet, bro. I'll see you then.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us today for this episode. Just to remind you guys, episodes will be out every Monday. So please subscribe, like, comment below. Stay tuned. Make sure you turn on that notifications. That way you get alerts when the
You're a fucking dumbass.
Anyways, turn on the notifications. That way you get alert when we have new episodes out, and you can come look at us two idiots talk about movies. Yeah, that's it. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, we've been the Movie Night Podcast. We appreciate the view, and see you later.
Love y'all.
No, you don't.
So, damn.
So,
My fault. Okay.
so what I was going to say was,